The Bohemian Grove is an exclusive, private club and retreat located in the forests of Monte Rio, California, known for its high-profile gatherings of political, business, and cultural elites. It is famous for being the site of an annual summer camp held by the Bohemian Club, an organization that has attracted attention due to its secretive nature and the prominent figures who attend. The club's meetings are often portrayed by conspiracy theorists as a gathering of the global elite plotting behind closed doors, but separating fact from speculation is key to understanding its role in political and social spheres. The Bohemian Club and Bohemian Grove. The Bohemian Club was founded in 1872 by a group of journalists, artists, and professionals in San Francisco. Initially, it was a social club for men involved in the arts and literature, but over time it grew in influence as more wealthy business leaders, politicians, and military figures became members. Bohemian Grove is a secluded campground in the redwood forests of Northern California, roughly 160 acres in size, where the Bohemian Club hosts its annual gathering each July. The site is far from the public eye, with strict privacy protocols in place, contributing to its mystique. Membership to the Bohemian Club is notoriously exclusive and historically limited to men of high social standing. Members have included prominent political figures, both from the left and right, influential business leaders, military elites, and entertainers. Some of the most famous individuals who have attended Bohemian Grove over the years include U.S. presidents like Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, and George H.W. Bush, as well as business magnates like David Rockefeller and Henry Kissinger. The club's membership has been a who's who of American and global elite circles, fueling suspicions about the club's role in shaping political and economic outcomes. The annual gathering, what happens at Bohemian Grove? Every year, the Bohemian Club hosts an event at Bohemian Grove that lasts for about 2 weeks, attracting some of the most powerful people in the world. The gathering is known for its secrecy, with very little information about the proceedings reaching the outside world. However, various reports, leaks, and documentaries have offered glimpses of what occurs behind the closed gates. 1. The Cremation of Care Ceremony. One of the most infamous traditions at Bohemian Grove is the Cremation of Care, a ritual performed on the first night of the gathering. It involves a mock sacrifice in front of a large owl statue, sometimes referred to as the Owl of Bohemia, which is said to represent the spirit of wisdom. The ceremony is meant to symbolize the burning away of personal concerns, allowing the attendees to engage freely in discussions without the burden of their everyday responsibilities. This ritual, performed in robes and often accompanied by music and theatrical elements, has sparked significant speculation about occult symbolism, though it is widely understood as a form of theatrical ritual rather than a genuine pagan or occult practice. 2. High-level networking. The Grove serves as an unofficial but highly influential meeting ground for political, economic, and cultural elites. The discussions that occur at the Grove are often characterized as informal, but given the prominence of the attendees, they are believed to have serious consequences in shaping policy decisions, economic strategies, and social developments around the world. It is a space where individuals from across the political spectrum, both left and right, can meet without the constraints of public scrutiny, allowing for a degree of collaboration and consensus building. 3. Keynote speakers and entertainment. Each year, influential individuals are invited to deliver speeches or participate in presentations. In addition to political and economic discussions, the event is known for its high-end entertainment, which can include concerts, theatrical performances, and art exhibitions. These performances are often meant to encourage bonding and relaxation among the elite, reinforcing social networks and camaraderie among those who attend. Theories and criticism, a hotbed of conspiracy. The secretive nature of Bohemian Grove and the fact that its attendees are often at the highest echelons of power has led to a wide array of conspiracy theories and suspicions about the true nature of the gatherings. Some critics argue that these meetings are a way for the world's most powerful individuals to make covert decisions that affect global politics, economics, and social policy. Here are some common themes. 1. The global elite and power consolidation. Many conspiracy theorists claim that Bohemian Grove is a venue for the consolidation of power by a global elite. The idea is that political leaders, business moguls, and military figures meet to discuss and even plan long-term strategies that shape global events. Some theories suggest that the attendees, often coming from both sides of the political spectrum, form an unspoken bipartisan consensus that transcends political party lines, with the goal of maintaining or increasing their collective influence over global affairs. The fact that prominent figures from both political parties attend, For example, Republicans like Nixon and Democrats like Clinton, feeds into the theory that politics is a puppet show, and that real decisions are made behind the scenes, outside the realm of democratic scrutiny. The globalist agenda is another central theme. Some critics argue that the elite at Bohemian Grove are working together to undermine national sovereignty in favor of a one-world government, facilitated by international organizations like the United Nations or World Bank. 2. Occult symbolism and secret rituals. The ritualistic practices at Bohemian Grove, such as the cremation of care ceremony, have led some observers to draw connections between the club and occult traditions. The large owl statue, used in the ceremony, has been associated with ancient pagan gods, and the use of secretive rituals is seen by some as evidence of hidden occult practices among the elite. These rituals are sometimes interpreted as symbolic of the elite's power to control the masses or manipulate the course of history. While there is no solid evidence to suggest that Bohemian Grove's rituals involve actual occult practices or dark magic, the secrecy and the nature of the events lend themselves to speculation. 3. Influence on major events. Bohemian Grove's secretive nature has also led to the belief that the elite discussions held there may influence major geopolitical events. For example, some argue that decisions made in Bohemian Grove could have a hand in global financial crises, military interventions, or even social movements. The idea is that the attendees, representing a broad spectrum of power across industries, governments, and sectors, might agree on strategies that later unfold on the world stage. The reality of Bohemian Grove, an exclusive retreat for elites. Despite the many conspiracy theories surrounding the Bohemian Grove, there are several key facts that temper some of the more extravagant claims. Socializing and networking. The primary function of Bohemian Grove is much more mundane than some theories suggest. It is a high-level social retreat where powerful individuals relax, network, and engage in discussions. While this certainly involves politics and policy, the Grove's purpose is often more about relationship building than about orchestrating world-changing events. A forum for informal discussions. Most attendees of Bohemian Grove describe it as an opportunity for informal, off-the-record conversations with other elites. These meetings are not official diplomatic talks or board meetings but are often more about getting to know people in positions of power, which can later influence formal decision-making in various spheres. Not a centralized conspiracy. While Bohemian Grove is certainly exclusive, there is little concrete evidence that it functions as a centralized command center for global manipulation or coordinated decision-making. The presence of both Republican and Democrat leaders suggests that the event may be more of a space for socializing and cultivating relationships across ideological divides, rather than a center of deep political plotting. Conclusion. Bohemian Grove remains one of the most intriguing and secretive social gatherings for the global elite. While it is undeniable that it serves as a powerful networking and bonding space for political, business, and cultural figures, its role in shaping world events is often exaggerated by conspiracy theorists. The mix of elite influence, secretive rituals, and powerful attendees fuels speculation, but much of what occurs at Bohemian Grove is likely more about maintaining relationships and exchanging ideas in private than about directing the course of global events. Nevertheless, its secrecy and exclusivity ensure that it remains a focal point of intrigue and suspicion in the public imagination.